The Turkish capital and speak to Israel's embassy, Israel's ambassador to Turkey, Irit Lillian. Madam Ambassador, thanks for joining us. Maybe let's start by talking about your coordination of Israel's efforts to assist in this major tragedy.
The Israeli forces have already arrived yesterday night with a lot of equipment. And actually, right now, or just a few hours ago, they started their mission in searching and rescuing, hopefully rescuing, people who are trapped under the rubble in the affected area. Tomorrow, we hope to receive the field hospital that is so needed here, as some hospital collapsed due to the earthquake. And hopefully very, very soon, they would also start treating the wounded. You have already mentioned the fact that there are thousands and thousands of people who are wounded. And the problem is that it is very difficult to extend a helping hand, especially in areas in which roads and infrastructure was badly ruined because of the quake.
Right, and Madam Ambassador, there is another complication here. Israeli aid workers are working just really quite close to the border of a country that technically is still an enemy country in Israel. Your thoughts on thoughts given to security, or even the possibility of Israelis assisting in the Turkish-controlled areas of northern Syria?
We don't deal with the Israeli assistance to Turkish to Syria, but we deal with the local problems, and we try to assist as much as possible. The fact that the earthquake happened in these particular areas, of course, can be a very worrisome element when we came to consider the arrival of the Israeli teams. But on the other hand, when there was such a desperate call from Turkey to the international community to come and assist, Israel could not stay indifferent. It was obvious that we will extend this helping hand, as we did in the past, in the 90s, and as Turkey did in 2012 during the big fires on the Carmel Mountain. Turkey, whose relations with Israel at the time were not good, came together with airplanes, with firefighters, and I think that this is the kind of experience or a memory that stays deep in the heart of the people, and we could not just stay behind and.
Right, you made reference to that period, long period, when Israel-Turkey relations were kind of in a bit of a chill officially, of course. Maybe put what's going on now and Israel's aid within the context of the warming of those relations that include, of course, your return there to Ankara.
I don't think it should be seen within this context. This context only enabled us to show our solidarity in a warmer manner, to have more conversations, the conversation between the two presidents yesterday evening, the conversation between the two foreign ministers yesterday. The warming up of relations enabled us on this level to have a very extensive dialogue. However, being there for the people of Turkey would be something natural, no matter whether our relations are good or bad.
Right. I want to ask you, Madam Ambassador, Turkey, for those who've been there, is a huge country. What was your personal experience? Did you feel the quake significantly there in Ankara?
In Ankara, the second quake yesterday at noontime was well felt. Even people in our embassy had to evacuate the building, like all other people in the same building, because of the quake. And however, the first very major earthquake early in the morning was not felt here as it was felt in Israel, for instance. But still, people who are living on the western part of Turkey would not even feel it. People who unfortunately live in the eastern and southeastern part of Turkey, not only that they felt it, but they paid a very major toll, meaning the toll taken on the population, on such a large population, some of which are people who have lost their houses already in the crisis in Syria, because there are many refugees living in these areas. So this is a point that we should all bear in mind.
All right, Ambassador Irit Lillian, thank you for joining us on I-24 News.